Morning! Hope you're all okay. I'll just check that I'm live where I'm supposed to be. I hope you had a lovely weekend. I can't see me yet. Hang on. I mean, I've got to be there, haven't I?
You're there.
I'm there. Jade says she can see me. Oh.
Yes, I can, yeah.
I don't know what's happening here. So hi! Look at my hair. Shall we discuss it first? Because if not, it's kind of the elephant in the room, isn't it? I don't even know what to say. So I had my hair cut on Wednesday after the most horrific morning that I can't even talk about this week. Last week is, I'm going to erase it from my memory because it was the worst ever. But it's done. So I don't even know how I feel about my hair. It's cool and funky and weird, and it takes me 3 seconds to have a shower, which I love, but I definitely don't feel as feminine, which is a thing. Tom loves it, apparently, but the darling man would say whatever he needed to say, I'm quite sure. Yeah, but it don't really matter, does it? Because it's all going to have gone in a few more weeks. So I started chemo on Friday. It's been a rough weekend, but I definitely feel better today than I have done. So we'll just see how we go. So I'm well enough for co-working, which is the one thing that I really cared about today. So I'm going to see a load of you live shortly. So co-working's at 10:30. So, oh hi Jenna. Oh, I can see comments today on this one. I couldn't see them last week. Oh yay. That's really cool. Fab. So today I'm going to talk about strengths and weaknesses in business. And it's a really good starting point, this, because do you know yours? Like, do you know what you're good at and what you're not? Like, self-knowledge is the most powerful tool. Self-awareness is the thing you need for everything. Are you self-aware about yourself? Morning, Jade. You all right, my love? Are you co-working today? I have no idea. I haven't even looked at my list yet. Because basically I've done nothing this weekend. Morning, Liz. Lovely to see you. I don't know what I'm saying. Yes. So do you know your strengths and weaknesses? If you do and you're on live, pop them in the comments. Just a couple. It's saying my internet's not good as well now, so I don't know why, because I'm plugged in. It's as soon as it rains. So yeah, if you're not sure, like, have a little conversation with people. Have a little chat about what is it that you see me being really good at, and what am I not good at? So one of my things is I'm really good at having new ideas, as Jade will scoff over there, but I'm not really good at like finishing them, and that's something I have to work really hard on. I'm really good at going out and talking to people, but I'm not really good at the follow-up stuff sometimes that I say I'll do. And that can get really stressful because I've done it this morning. There's someone that I was talking to a while ago and I've not messaged them. And I fully intended to, and it just drops off. I'm not very good at that part. So knowing this about yourself is really important. Knowing if you're organised or not. Like, some days I can be so organised, and some days if I haven't done something in the moment, it's gone. It's totally gone. Liz, I'm an ideas person, not good at ignoring shiny objects. I so recognise that. Jade Walton's still here. She can attest to that one. That's very much her as well. I think that's quite a lot of us as entrepreneurs. Louise, what are you doing up at this time? Hi. Sorry. I think lots of us as business owners are really good with the ideas and the creativity and the knowing how we can help people and looking for the quickest way to do that. And one thing I've learned along the way is, like, the quickest way is often not the quickest way. The real way to do it is to stay the course and to stay in your lane and to work things through from beginning to end and get something in well before you start the next thing. And that starting the next thing is, like, it's so hard to resist. I honestly know that. Don't ask Louise to message people. Louise messaged me yesterday saying, like, hi, hope you're okay, hope your weekend's not being bad, hope you're feeling really awful or something. And she meant to put hope you aren't feeling really awful. And then she changed it and still it didn't make sense. Jade recently figured out I'm good at managing someone else's business but shite at our own. We're all good at that. We're all great at advice for everyone else. And there's something about the accountability in there. but you are good at managing your own, Jade. I've watched you grow your own. It's just that focus thing, and it's figuring that out for lots of us. And this ties into what lots of us know is around ADHD. Like, again, Jade, we've talked about this in public, so I'm not breaking anything by talking about it. But ADHD in us is like we're chasing the next things. Jenna, snap. So this strengths and weaknesses thing it's really important. Have a think about what people give you positive feedback on. Like, I know I can go and talk to anyone and I can make people feel comfortable and welcome. Can I bollocks send them an email after because I've just forgotten about it? Things have to be in front of my face, and it's knowing that about yourself and figuring out what actions you can put in place to help with that. And identifying your strengths and weaknesses, like, God, it helps loads. Like, helps you increase your productivity. That it's what creates growth, helps you overcome challenges, achieve your goals. It's what helps you mentor other people. Like, we'll often have accountability buddies in the group, and I will make sure they have very different skills because it's really necessary. It's very hard to have an accountability buddy who is the same as you because they don't drive you on to do that other stuff. Louise's dopamine hits, yeah? Figuring out like how to chase those in a healthy way, and then how to almost trick yourself into getting dopamine hits from doing the boring stuff as well. So maybe you're really good at things like time management or communication or attention to detail or creativity or problem solving or adaptability or public speaking or design or organisation. Maybe you're really, really good at some of that stuff. And knowing what you are good at allows you to look at how you can use that more in your business. How can you play to your strengths more? And like, part of this means like getting rid of your weaknesses to a degree, outsourcing stuff, delegating stuff, skill swapping with people. If there are people who are really good at one thing that you're not, what skills could you swap with them if you can't afford to use each other's service? Lou uses Alexa to set reminders and make lists. Me too. We would never have any food in the house if we didn't have an Alexa now, because I can say what I'm missing out of the cupboard and it puts it on a list for Tom. If I had to write it down, it would never, ever, ever happen because I couldn't find a pen, I couldn't find paper. Blah. Procrastination is not a strength, Jenna, and you blinking well know that. Procrastination is probably the biggest killer of businesses, I think, because it stops you doing the one thing, your one thing that you need to do that day. It can very easily just not happen because of procrastination. It's the hardest thing by far. My brain, literally, I was looking at the word then and couldn't read it. Like, already I'm scared that this is, shall we blame chemo brain or shall I just blame like being 39? Pomodoro techniques help you chunk down your days. Really important. I talk loads about set a timer. If you're doing a crap task, set a timer. Keep yourself on it, but only for the amount of time that your brain can manage to stay on it. Really important. Morning, Katie. Happy belated birthday. I'm not actually sure when your birthday was. Katie went to the Peloton studios in London and did all sorts of cool things for her birthday. In fact, that's your little profile picture. I can just see it in the tiny corner there. Oh, yeah, was it actually yesterday? I'm hovering on your face now and it's telling me. Happy birthday, my love. Kate was 40. I'm chasing her, just. So, yeah, stuff like that. Know what you're good at and how you can put more of that into your business. And then use your weaknesses to your advantage. Like, if you can know your weaknesses for a start, that's how you start learning how to use them. Lots of people just ignore them. And sort of pretend that whatever it is they're weak at will just be alright, that it'll just figure out a way to fix itself. It won't. Like, look your weaknesses dead in the eye and figure out who can help you with that stuff. And don't be so, what do I want to say? I want to say proud, but I don't know if I mean proud. Don't be so it is kind of proud, but I don't want you to think I'm saying it in a derogatory way. Like, don't be so proud or stubborn or stuck in the idea that you have to do everything to not address your weaknesses and to decide instead of outsourcing something you will spend hours learning it. Like, and it's a really hard mindset to get into for new business owners, but if I had to spend 5 hours learning something that didn't matter enough to my business in future, so say it was something like getting someone to set me up an email marketing template. If I'd spend 5 hours doing that, how much money could I make in 5 hours if I did something that was one of my strengths, versus how much could I pay someone to do that would, don't know which way I just did my hair then, that would probably take them 1 hour to do. So say you can find a VA for 25 quid that could set you up a MailerLite template for £25 that saves you learning it and means you can just copy and paste it every single time. Do that. Like, really, really look at your weaknesses and decide, could you make more money in that time that you could spend learning it? And that doesn't mean getting someone to do your whole email list. It might be just that one bit that then it means you can copy and paste it every single week and it's done for you. So I want you to really start thinking about the stuff that you're weak at. Some of it is learnable skills, and when you have time and capacity, you might want to learn them. But if you don't, if you hate them, if you know it will take up too much of your time, get rid of it. Ask someone else to do it. Again, skill swap in the group. Ask us what we can help you with. There are so many things that you can make as a list for a tech hour. Like, one of the things me and Tom do a lot are just tech hours, where people give us a list of stuff and we charge £65 and we do as much as we can on that list in that hour, and you won't believe how much you can get done in something like that when people know what they're doing and it's just easy for them. Liz, action paralysis is something I realise affects me and is a bit different from procrastinating. Give me a bit of slack on ways to work around it. Absolutely. So is that when it's almost too much, don't know where to start? Mine, I call it overwhelm. I think it's exactly the same thing. Is that almost like I don't know where to begin or what to do first, and it's almost that freeze thing, and then it can slide into procrastination. You're right, they are different, but I can definitely slide into procrastination to stop me having to take action, basically. But like, the fact you've recognised that and you've like find your own ways to work around it, that is what I'm talking about knowing your weaknesses, is understanding how you work and what you can do about it. So yeah, mine is overwhelm. I always say I'm full. Tom will ask me a question like, I don't know, Tom, I'm full. And it's genuinely, I can't think of anything else until I can untangle my brain and decide on a plan. That's definitely different to procrastination. And yeah, I love that you know it about yourself and that you brought it up today. So, what's my last bit of notes about weaknesses? I can't scroll down my page, so I don't know. Literally can't scroll down. It will always come round to self-awareness and that decision making on your part of, I would rather do something that I'm good at and earn some money and pay someone to do the stuff that I'm not so good at. It doesn't always work like that straight away in business, and it's not always that easy. But often we hold off outsourcing stuff for longer than necessary, and that can definitely stunt our growth. My business would have grown much bigger, much faster if I'd got someone in helping me with admin way earlier than I got Jade. It'd probably help if I got someone in that were useful as well. Oh. I hope she's laughing. Or she's going to stab me in the back. I'm not sure.
I'm just thinking of a comeback in my head.
Oh. She's just thinking of a comeback in her head. Yeah, poor Jay's job's well hampered because I don't tell her what to do all the time. However, we have loads of fun. I am rude, Jen, but she likes it. Maybe. Right, that's it. It's one of the ones I want you to think about is, oh, you're getting lots of love, Jade.
Oh.
None of them mean it.
They don't know what you want.
They do. I don't. Honestly, my brain today is not very brainy. But that's okay. It's totally fine. I still know what I'm talking about. I just can't actually articulate any of it very well. So that's it. Strengths and weaknesses. Know yours. Look at, are you playing to yours now? Like, are you actually setting your business up in a way that plays to your strengths? And what can you do to cover off your areas that you're not as good at, that you don't enjoy as much, that are a weakness? Lots of people have an issue with this word weakness, but I sort of feel like we've all got them. You can rephrase it into a positive phrase of like development area or whatever. It's the same thing. Think about it how it's best for you to think about. I'm quite happy having weaknesses. Like, I don't have to be strong in every area. I'm not strong in every area at all. But I have built my business up in a way that I love at the minute. And that's helping me so much. So that's it. I've blabbered on long enough. Have a fabulous week. I'm so glad it's Monday again. I love it when Mondays come round. Humanness, Liz. That's the best phrase ever. Like, it's all of our humanness. I love that. I'm using that all day. Are you on co-working? Anyway, right, I'm going because I want another cuppa before I go co-working and to finish my conversation with Jade. Yeah, that's your cue, Jade, to go put the kettle on. I was late on my live this morning because I was still trying to catch Jade up on the week and we still didn't finish, and then I realised it was 9:20. Right, if you're there, oh, hang on. Lou, I found it hard to figure out what I'm good at even as a kid. We'll not go into your childhood here on Facebook Live. You have way loads of strengths, like way loads. Hang on. Jade's in best talk because they've put the heating on so high in here right now. She's melting. You have loads of strengths. Anyone who came on Strategy Day with you, like, they can all see them. Definitely message if you need to have a little chat about that, because you've got tons of stuff you're good at. And you have such a niche, whether you wanted it or not, that you are now an expert in, that your strength lies in teaching other people about that. You've got huge strength in that, but like loads. You are so good at so many things. Right, I'm going because I don't want to turn to therapy session, which it could easily. If I'm seeing you for co-working, I will see you in an hour, less. If not, I will see you whenever our next thing is, or next Monday for our next Facebook Live. If you want anything in the meantime, so apparently I'm suffering at weekends. I've only had one session and the weekend was rough, but I feel fine today, a bit achy, but alright. So please don't avoid me. If you want to know anything, please know you can ask. If you're in our pro group, make sure you're jumping in Heartbeat. Put your accountability stuff on for the day so we can hold you up to that. And let's go out and have a really, really good week. Alright, ladies. Talk to you soon. Bye.